Welcome back to Simple Builds. Over the last few months, I've been very interested in two specific automotive manufacturers. One of those manufacturers is known for their reliability, and one of them is not. If you have been watching my channel for the past couple months, you could probably already tell what those two manufacturers are. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you guys those two new cars that we just picked up. I'm gonna start with the first one. I'm gonna get in and start it and see if you guys can pick up what this one might be. Here we go, listen up. Yeah, not much noise coming from this one. You probably can't guess. Second one, however, a little bit of a different story. Here we go. You guys listening? This one makes a little bit more noise. To pull these cars back around to the shop, I'll show you more about them, what we picked up, and what we plan to do with them. Let's go ahead and pull in car number one. Probably guessed it already. We just picked up for our first car the 2013 Honda Civic. This is our 2013 Honda Civic with 110-ish thousand miles. It is clean title, needs absolutely nothing, which is nice, and that is one of the biggest reasons why we picked up this car. We needed a reliable daily driver to get back and forth to work, back and forth to the shop, and I did say that we weren't going to do any modifications to it, but we did go ahead and hit up one of our buddies, actually the kid that won the K24 Civic, to tint this car. He did a very light 35% tint all the way around. Make sure to go check out his Instagram and you can find the car's progress and also his tinting details on there as well. We also have some very exciting news with this Honda Civic, one of the bigger reasons why we picked this thing up. Stay tuned till later in the video when we announce those details. But of course, now for the exciting and unreliable vehicle, let's go ahead and pull the head in. Probably already guessed this as well. And of course, this car is not stock. This might break our eardrums, but listen to how good this thing sounds, guys. You might be able to tell by the smoke in the shop what one of the issues with this new car is. The next new car, which is the one that I'm very excited about, the unreliable 2008 335 Xi. This 335 has about 175,000 miles. Just about every bolt-on modification you would need to make some serious jam, besides one small issue which we'll get into later. Something that you guys might be surprised to hear is how much we paid for this vehicle. We bought this car for $1,500. Amongst many different issues, one of the big reasons why it was so cheap is because this one does have a rebuilt title. So this here is our new two-car solution. I guess or one car problem and one car solution. Not gonna be doing too much content on this Honda Civic, but I'm really excited about these two new vehicles for the channel. This Honda Civic is a very exciting car for the channel. I'll get into more details with that later. But for now, let's jump into the BMW, take it for a drive because this thing is super fun to drive despite some of its issues. Then we'll bring it back into the shop. I'll show you why. We'll get under it, check it out, and talk about the build plans. Quick update, I was gonna take this car for a full test drive and show you guys what it can do, but I figure maybe we should wait off on that a little bit so that we don't do any more damage than it might already have. Let's jump right into the diagnosis of this car. Obviously, we have a couple modifications, but I'm looking for the damages and potential issues / problems. Overall, so far, everything seems to be checking out. It's a little bit damp, but not too bad. Let's go ahead and take this pan off here. Probably gonna be a ton of oil on top of this thing, as there usually is with these BMWs. As far as the exhaust work, we do have downpipes, and then straight back all the way, which is why it's so loud. We got some interesting exhaust work back here, but no resonators and no mufflers. Looks like the valve is also set up here, so that is interesting. Probably just avoids the code. The exhaust hangers are just 2 screws welded together, so that's always interesting. another look under here. I mean, everything looks pretty decent. No crazy oil leaks. Normal 170,000 mile car things. There is a little bit of oil leak up there by the oil, I think it is a feed line, or it might be a return line for the turbo. So that might be one of the issues for the white smoke. And then obviously, like we saw here, the giant intercooler here. Let me go through the quick list of mods that this car does have. So I copied most of the stuff from the Facebook listing. He put needs a new turbo that is leaking oil. So that should be one of the main issues to fix why that car is smoking so much. Good tires, which is true. And then we have some mods here, which is the 7-inch intercooler, the charge pipe, the blow-off valve, and the down pipe. And then we have some maintenance items like the new valve cover, spark plugs from NGK, intake, PVC valve, MHD full license, and of course a straight pipe after the down pipe. So those are some of the modifications slash maintenance items that he did on this car. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about this platform just yet to really start tearing into it and digging into it and diagnosing why it is leaking so much oil. So we'll be doing some research and getting some friends' advice. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think the issue is. I'm hoping it's not a blown head gasket. That would really suck, but from what I know so far, the car feels good, runs good, pulls good, and it hasn't overheated. So I believe it shouldn't be the head gasket. I'm hoping that it is just new turbos, so we can go ahead and swap those turbos out either for a stock setup and run a tune, or get some upgraded turbos on this thing and make some real power. So let's get this pan back on, get the car down, back on the ground, and then we will look at the engine bay and the interior. We do have a check engine light, so let's scan that, and then I guess that'll be the first start to go from there. As far as the engine bay, everything is pretty straightforward and clean. Up here we got the intake, the charge pipe, and the blow-off valve. But if you go over here into the driver's seat, you will see right there the service engine soon light. So let's figure out why that is on. So that is actually a really good sign that only those couple codes are on for the O2 sensors, and you know, pretty much everything else checks out on this car. Oh, I actually didn't check under the oil cap. You know, head gasket failure is, oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Literally as I'm saying, you gotta be kidding me. I don't know about you, but every time I've seen that, that is a pretty telltale sign of head gasket failure. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe, but every time I've seen that, that pretty much means that there's water or coolant mixing with the oil, which I'm pretty sure usually leads back to, again, head gasket failure. If this is head gasket failure on this thing, that pretty much puts a halt to this whole project, and we just wasted $1,500 on this thing. Okay, well, we might have some good news. I've been researching back and forth on a couple forums, and I just found this one here. This guy says, I pulled my oil cap off the other day and noticed that there was creamy residue under the cap around the rim. So that could be a good sign. He's seeing the same thing. And then as we keep reading here, it says he knows that, you know, condensation there could be a possible head gasket failure, but he had just had his repaired and everything else was acting as normal. And then I'm reading also that short trips also build up condensation around the oil cap, and it's not enough, the engine doesn't get up to a high enough temperature to be able to burn off that condensation. So you would need to do a longer trip, you know, something like an hour, let the car get up to temp. And this car has been sitting for a long time, and I did just take it around the block briefly and then shut the car back off. So it's looking a little bit more promising. And I'm also seeing a lot of people saying that it is very uncommon for head gaskets to go on these E90s. I don't know, I mean, okay, it's looking a little bit brighter now, but I'll definitely have to do some more research on it and make sure before we start going crazy on the plans and the upgrades and mini restoration of this car. As for the build plans with the 335, I do plan to fix this car up, build it a little bit on the channel, maybe some coilovers, maybe some wheels, see what you guys think, but of course that is after addressing all of its current problems, which is up in the air right now. So if it is just the turbos, hopefully we can get a good deal on some stock turbos, or we might upgrade these things and we also have all the supporting mods to make some serious power. That would be a fun project on the channel, I think. But again, that is all pending on the results that I get back about this engine. Hopefully it checks out. That being said, let's move on to the exciting news about our new Honda Civic that we just picked up. Once again, you guys might have been able to guess it, but the Honda Civic is our next giveaway car. However, this Honda Civic giveaway will not be ran like the other giveaways that we did on the channel. For this one, I'm very excited to announce that this will be a Simple Motor Club exclusive car giveaway. So if you want to win this car, jump over there into the Motor Club. Here's how it's going to work. Once we hit 500 members in the Simple Motor Club, this car will be going to one of the members over there that is an active member of Simple Motor Club. Now, along the way of this giveaway, we'll be taking a poll of what you guys want to see us do to this car. We could leave it bone stock. I'm thinking maybe we do a chrome delete, maybe some new headlights, or just polish these ones up, possibly some coilovers and some nice simple black wheels with some brand new tires. But again, you guys will be voting over there in the Motor Club to see what you want done on this Honda Civic, of course within reason. So no crazy multipliers, no shouting in your face for this one. This is going to be a simple, fun giveaway for the Simple Motor Club, and the odds are going to be very good. There's only going to be 500 entrants into this car, so your odds are 1 of 500 in taking home this vehicle. This is the literal perfect daily. Doesn't matter what it's for. It could be a fun project, but mainly someone that needs transportation and something that is reliable. Once again, your odds are going to be very high. Honda Civic with just over 100,000 miles. It is an automatic. 4 doors, tons of trunk space, amazing on gas. I've been getting about 30, 40 miles per gallon. So that being said, we have about 130 members in there right now. So that means we need about 370 more of you guys to jump over in there and get a chance to win this car. Like I said, we're gonna be building it together over in the Motor Club. You have exclusive content over there, an awesome community of like-minded automotive enthusiasts. There's a ton of other perks on there. You can check it out at the link in the description. We'll also be doing early merchandise drops when we come out with the next drop, which is very soon. Simple Motor Club members will get first access to that, as well as we are going to try our best to give early access to every single YouTube video that we post for 2025. Spread the word. As soon as we have 500 members, you're gonna have a really good chance to take home this Honda Civic, and stay tuned to see what we do with the BMW. I hope the engine is not blown and the head gasket has not failed me. Stay tuned and find out. Thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing. Thank you guys again for tuning into this one. I'll see you in the next one.